5.8 trillion added to the stock market in just 11 days, retail investors dumping Ethereum while institutions pile in, and a small cap index quietly approaching a breakout that historically signals Altseason. So the question is, are we entering the next major crypto expansion, or are we walking straight into a perfectly engineered trap? This content is for informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Welcome back to Ledger Pulse, your daily signal through the noise, where we break down macro, crypto, and market psychology so you can stay one step ahead. If you want clear, no hype analysis that actually helps you understand what's happening beneath the surface, subscribe and let's get into it. The S&P 500 just jumped over 1% in a single session, climbed more than 10% off its recent low, and added 5.8 trillion in just the last 11 trading days. This tells us liquidity is flowing back into markets, confidence is rising, and risk appetite is returning. When trillions enter traditional markets, crypto is usually next in line. However, fast moves like this can be the start of something big or a temporary squeeze, so we keep digging. Over 500 million in liquidations just hit the market. Many traders were short, price moved up, shorts got liquidated. Forced buying pushed price even higher. So what we're seeing here is part real demand and part forced momentum. That makes it powerful, but fragile. Now let's look at risk appetite. The Russell 2000 is nearing a breakout. Small caps equal higher risk assets. So when they move, investors are getting more aggressive. Historically, when small caps break out, altcoins follow. We saw this in 2016, 2017, and 2020 and 2021. So it's not confirmed yet, but it's very close. This is early signal territory. Now we move into crypto flows. Here we see from CoinMarketCap, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin for the first time in 2026. 187 million into ETH ETFs and 325 million out of Bitcoin funds. This is rotation. Money moves from Bitcoin into Ethereum. This is how cycles usually expand. Bitcoin leads, Ethereum follows, and altcoins explode. The key question is this: is this a real expansion phase or a temporary shift? That all depends on whether new capital is entering or just moving around. Let's zoom in on behavior. Right now, we're seeing retail investors are dumping ETH, and small wallets are selling aggressively. Meanwhile, larger players are accumulating. So while retail sells, smart money buys. If price holds while retail sells, strong hands are in control, and that's usually bullish. Now the institutional layer. Goldman Sachs is expanding into crypto ETF exposure. Their proposed structure doesn't necessarily hold Bitcoin directly. Instead, it uses ETF shares, options, and indirect exposure. This signals something bigger. Crypto is being integrated into traditional finance. This doesn't always mean immediate buying pressure, but it does mean long-term demand is growing. Looking at the big picture, institutions are not experimenting anymore. They're building around crypto. And now something most people ignore until it becomes a problem. A huge number of crypto investors don't track trades properly and don't understand tax rules. This is what happens if you ignore it. You risk penalties, back taxes, audits, and legal issues. In many countries, selling crypto is taxable, swapping tokens is taxable, even just using crypto is taxable. This is extremely important because as activity increases, more trades, more taxable events, and regulators are tightening enforcement. So if you're in crypto, start now. Track every trade, use proper tools, and understand your obligations. Because making money is one thing, but keeping it legal is what matters. So let's connect everything. On the bullish side, we see massive liquidity returning, liquidations accelerating price, small caps nearing breakout, ETH gaining strength, institutions like Goldman Sachs are stepping in, and retail is selling into strength. However, we are seeing that this is a liquidation-driven rally, rotation without new capital, and a fast macro move. So this isn't a clear breakout, not yet. It's a transition phase. So the things to look out for: small caps breaking out, ETH strength continuing, and sustained flows. That's what's going to decide what happens next. So right now the market is sending mixed signals, but beneath the surface, something's clearly building. The question isn't whether opportunity is coming, it's whether you'll recognize it before everyone else does. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to stay ahead of these shifts, make sure you're subscribed. And drop a comment below. Do you think this is the start of alt season or a bull trap? I'll see you on the next one.